So here we have the BMW 420d M Sport convertible automatic on a 67 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's got those lovely big M Sport alloys. Let's start off inside the boot and then we'll work our way around the rest of the car from there. So you see as we approach the back of the car we've got reversing sensors. This car's also got front sensors as well. And given that the roof stores in this section of the boot, the amount of space that you have is fantastic. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car and then we'll hop in and run through some controls, including that roof operation as well. Now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see that it's in lovely condition the whole way around. Just briefly before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You get full leather seats, as you can see, with the red stitching that matches the stitching on the steering wheel. There's plenty to run through inside this car, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start off with the dials. On the far left-hand side, we have the fuel gauge, followed by the speedometer, then the rev counter, and then the coolant temperature gauge on the far right-hand side. On the main display, you can see the total miles of this car are 1,031, so very, very low mileage. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the right hand side we have stereo controls as well as voice activation for the phone, and on the left hand side we have cruise control with speed limiter as well. The main screen for this car is over in the centre here, and everything that you see me doing in terms of moving around menus and what have you is all done using BMW's iDrive system just here. So this dial will take us through those options. When we find something we want to look at, we push this dial down. This will also move to the right, to the left, up and down as well. Or you can access certain main menus directly off of these buttons should you wish to. But let's say, for example, we want satellite navigation. We highlight satellite navigation, we push the button down. We might want to look at the map. We'll do exactly the same thing and you can see that working there. If we go to the main menu, there's a few ways you can listen to your music in this car. So we've got DAB digital radio, FM radio, AM radio, a CD player. You can connect your phone via Bluetooth and stream your music wirelessly using Bluetooth audio. There's USB input as well, and then you can change the various different sound settings and what have you off of there too. Working our way down, we have the CD player within this unit just here, and then we have the dual zone climate control. What you can do is adjust the temperature on the driver and passenger sides individually. Just adjust the fan speed in the middle here, and when you're happy with all of that, hit this button to turn the air conditioning on, or hit auto and the car will maintain those temperatures for you. On top of that, which is particularly useful in a convertible, we have heated driver and passenger seats as well. We then have two cup holders with a 12-volt charging socket, the fully automatic gearbox, and to the right hand side of the gearbox you can change various different setups. So first of all, that will turn on the front parking sensors. This will change the setup of the car in terms of the way that it drives. So we're in comfort mode at the moment, which is the standard mode for this car. If we put it in sport, you can see that it's in sport mode there. It makes the whole car feel a bit stiffer. It makes the accelerator pedal react faster to what you do. The whole car just feels a bit sportier. Similarly, we can put it back into comfort, which is the kind of regular driving mode, or we can put it in Eco Pro mode as well. We can also from here turn off the traction control. The iDrive we've touched on briefly. These controls are all to do with the roof. So I'm going to show you this one in a moment, but this is to do with taking the roof back or putting the roof back on again. So I'll show you that in a second, but these are particularly handy. So coupled with the heated seats, what this car has got is heated kind of neck area that comes from the seat. So I've turned on the passenger seat there, full blast. If I show you on the seat, you can see these vents, and you might actually be able to hear it. There's air now will flow out of here onto the back of your neck as you're driving. So again, with the roof down, that's a particularly handy feature, and you've got 3 different temperature settings for that as well. So let me show you the roof lastly. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do is the roof. So if I lift that button that I showed you before up, first of all you'll hear the windows will all go down, all 4 of them simultaneously, and then the roof will start to go back into that boot area. And then once that's folded into the boot will shut and the car will make a noise to let you know that it's done. There you go. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.